Why do good people do drugs? The movie Beautiful Boy follows the true story of a father and his son, Nick, who has fallen into a life of serious drug addiction. Nick was a charming and thoughtful young man who loved drawing, writing, reading, and surfing, but for reasons neither his dad nor he fully understand, has fallen into severe and dangerous drug addiction. He finds the mundaneness of everyday life to be unmatched by what the drugs do to him. Nick wasn't a sad kid looking for happiness. He was a happy kid looking for more. The movie proceeds with Nick phasing in and out of sobriety, while his father does everything he can to love, support, and heal his son. All the while, the question eating away at him and keeping him up at night is, why would his charming and thoughtful son, with all the potential in the world, slide into drug addiction? Chris Farley, growing up, made a decision. If people were going to make fun of him for his weight, he would beat them to the joke and tell it funnier than they would, like his hero John Belushi. A decision that eventually landed him a spot on SNL, performing one of its most famous skits about an out-of-work motivational speaker named Matt Foley.
First off, I am 35 years old, I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river.
And from there, he would go on to star in several movies and seemed destined to fill the comedic void that Belushi had left in Hollywood. Unfortunately, he also seemed destined to follow Belushi's eating problems, drinking habits, and drug addictions. And for most of his career, Chris was in and out of rehab. The Sunday before Farley died, he went to Mass at St. Michael's, then to his AA meeting, before overdosing alone in his apartment. People do drugs for an infinite amount of reasons: for stress, for anxiety, for fun, to expand their minds, to escape, to connect, and for every other reason imaginable. But what is certain is that they are looking for something more. Most of us are much more complex than what meets the eye, and there are desires that no human person can fully comprehend, desires that nothing in this world can fully satisfy, desires that cry out for something more. Which is why the real Father Matt Foley was so surprised when he went to bless his friend Chris's new apartment, that when he looked behind him as he was walking around sprinkling holy water, he saw Farley following him, his hands folded like an altar server, quietly reciting the Hail Mary and Our Father prayers to himself. Not as an act or performance, but dead serious, and lost somewhere in the silence of his own enormous heart, which was deeper and more complex than anything of this world.